Hi Tejaswini, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, sir. What about you?
I'm good too. Thank you. So can you tell me something about yourself?
Yes, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. I'm Tejashwini. I completed my BE at JSS Science and Technology University in the branch of Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering.
Hmm.
And my last IST CGPA is 8.09 up to the 8th SEM. And I'm currently doing software testing certification course at the QEDS Technology Institution. So I have a knowledge on manual testing and the core Java, basics of core Java, and then the automation testing. And I also aware of the testing tools like Selenium, TestNG, Cucumber, Jira, etc. And then I am for the practice purpose, I documented the test scenarios, test cases, and executed the test cases, and I recorded the defects in the defect report template. That's it, sir.
Okay, great. What do you know about polymorphism in Java?
Polymorphism means the objects of the different class will be treated as a object of the subclass. So this polymorphism will be executed by using a method overloading and the method overriding. So
Hmm.
that the method overloading means two or methods are created with the same name, but they are different in their argument type and then the number of arguments within the same class.
Hmm.
And then the method overriding means two or more methods are created with the same name.
Hmm.
Here the arguments type and then the number of arguments are same.
Okay. So, let me share one program with you. Okay. So, can we overload these methods? Is it possible to overload these methods? Is the screen visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you have, okay, let me come up with the question. So you have public int sum, integer a comma integer b. This is one of the method. Okay. You have one more method, public double sum, integer a comma integer b, return a plus b, right? So this is one of the method. This is, we have overload. Now, can we overload this kind of thing? Can we do the overloading in this manner? You have public integer sum, integer a comma b, and you have public double sum. Is it feasible to do this kind of overloading? Is
Yes,
it
sir.
possible to do?
Yes, sir. In method overloading means the method name are same
Hmm.
for overloading. Here the
Right.
method name is same and then the number of arguments also same. The type is also same. So we can overload this.
See, if you get these kind of question, right?
Sir.
So the answer, let me show you the answer as well. Mm. So you are telling this would work, but actually the answer is that you would get a error. You would get a compilation error, right? What would happen in this case is you cannot overload. See, you cannot overload based only on the return type. Your return type is changing here. You have double here, you have int. But if you
In
see the parameters, those are the same,
same.
all
Yes,
right?
sir.
So the compiler will give you the error at that moment itself, right? So both the sum, they have got the same parameters, integer a, integer b in the methods, right? So compiler will not be able to distinguish between them, right? So that is why you would get the errors here.
Okay.
Fine. Okay. Uh, can we overload static methods in Java?
Static.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what about non-static methods?
We are no, sir. We are not able to overload. Because if the method is declared with a static, then
Hmm.
we can use that method in other classes also.
Okay.
So we can overload.
Let's say now. if I take one method, let me show you the, yeah, I'm taking one method as static, public static void display. Another method, same name, public void display, but it's a non-static. So can this be done?
No, sir. Method name are different. We have to give the method name different. So we are not able to declare like this.
Why? It is feasible. See, it is possible. You can have one method as static, another method as non-static. Both can coexist together. It is possible. Not an issue at all. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Now you do one thing. You share your screen, right? And you have to write a program on method overloading and method overriding. I'm giving you screen sharing rights, right? I've given you screen sharing rights. You can write a program on method overloading and method overriding. Yeah, you can open IDE, IntelliJ, or Eclipse, or Notepad++ is also fine. Yeah, can you maximize this Notepad and increase the font size?
1 minute, sir.
Yeah.
So this is an example for overloading.
Okay, can you explain this program once?
In this add one class, we have
Hmm.
a method called sum. We have
Hmm.
two arguments, int A and the int B.
Okay.
So in add two is the another class. In this
Hmm.
class, we can create the method with the same name
Hmm.
that is in another class. But here the argument type is different. So this will be
Okay.
considered as a method overloading.
Fine. What about method overriding?
Means this is method overriding, because the method name and the arguments and the argument type are same. So this is considered as a method overriding.
Mm-hmm. But even though both the methods are also same.
Yeah, method name and then the argument type and then the number of arguments are same.
Hmm.
This will be considered as a method overriding.
See, what you have done is you have created a method void sum integer a comma integer b.
Okay.
And below also it is the same thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Uh, okay. So can we have three parameters instead of two parameters here? Can we
For
have
method
that?
overriding?
Yeah, yeah.
No, sir. In method overriding means number of arguments and the type also should be
Hmm.
same.
Okay.
For overloading, we can declare.
You can have three parameters, right?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
The method overloading.
Hmm. See, I'll tell you one of the example for method overloading and overriding.
Okay.
Mm, uh,
Stop the screen.
I'll stop the screen sharing and I'll share my screen
Okay.
so that you get an idea. Mm, fine. Now, uh, see, there's a screen visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is an overloading example. You have integer add, you have integer a, comma integer
Okay.
b, and you have one more integer add, you have integer a, comma integer b, comma integer c. Here you are adding two parameters. Here you are adding three parameters, right? This is
Yes.
overloading example. Now let me show you overriding example as well. Mm,
Okay.
yeah, fine. Now is the screen visible to you?
Yes, sir. It is
So you
visible.
have a class animal, right? You have
Okay.
void eat. You have a system.out.println. One of this same method has been used here as well. And
Oh,
the system.out.println is eating bread. Right? Here it was eating, here it was eating bread. So some modification you are doing in that method, right?
oh,
That is
yes.
your method overriding. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right? So that's how you can explain in interview as well. Okay.
Okay.
Now, tell me if I change the order of parameters, would method overloading be possible in that case? So for example, I have, let me share the screen again. Uh, like this, let me share. So you have public void print integer a string b. You have public void print string b comma integer a. Is this possible in method overloading?
Yes, sir.
It's possible, right?
It is possible.
Correct, correct. Great, great. Now you need to write a program
Yes, sir.
to find out the length of your string, of your name, and that name you have to consider in the string. So how would you write that program? Can you write that program
Yes,
related
sir.
to string?
Try.
Yeah, yeah, please give it a try. You have got good knowledge in Java. You can try.
This is to collect the input from the user. Then I will make use of for loop. Hello.
Hello. Yes, yes, Tejaswini. Yeah, tell me. So do you have IDE? Do you have IntelliJ or Eclipse? Can you write the program in that?
Can I write it in online compiler?
Yeah, yeah, that would be much better. Yeah, copy this code and write it in the online compiler.
Yes.
It's almost 7:30 p.m. Is it too late for you? Is it your dinner time or something?
No, no, sir. No.
It's fine, fine. Okay.
Uh, I'm not able to get the answers.
Mm-hmm. So what you have done here is string name.
I have to enter the system dot output dot println.
Mm-hmm. See how to get the length in the string. So you can use a string length method,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So
Yeah.
what you can do is, let me show you that program. It's a simple, straightforward thing. Uh, yeah, let me share the screen. Your screen sharing will get stopped. Mm. Hmm. So this is your class. Okay. In this, you might have
I'm
a history.
trying to collect the input from the user.
Yeah,
So,
even if you don't take the input from user, that's fine. You just
okay.
place this string and system.out.println txt dot length.
Yes, sir.
Easy, right?
Yes, sir.
Very easy. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Fine. Tell me now, what do you mean by class and objects?
Class, which is a blueprint, like what are all the features that we need to include.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so it like a blueprint, act like a blueprint. The
Right.
object is a which explains the real world entity of the class. Like for
Mm-hmm.
example, consider car is a class.
Mm,
In that car, we have a name, properties, and then the methods. That is will be considered as a object,
mm.
like a car name, car model, car color, that are considered as a object.
Okay, fine. What is inheritance?
Inheritance is a process of uh, collecting the properties and the methods from the one class into another class,
Mm,
and which is mainly helps to code reduce the code, and also which establish the hierarchical relationship between the classes.
mm,
So mainly mainly importing the property and the methods
mm,
one from one class to another class.
mm, mm, mm.
That's it.
Okay. Can you write a simple program about multi-level inheritance?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Multi-level, huh? Multi-level.
okay.
Yeah. Any simple program is fine.
This will be considered as a multi-inheritance. Here we need to write the code
Mm-hmm.
inside the class.
Okay. So you have
And
a class animal,
yeah,
which is extended. Okay. What about multiple inheritance?
inheriting the properties and the methods from the two or more method classes into one class.
Sorry, can you please come again?
Inheriting the properties and the
Mm-hmm.
method from the one or two or more classes
Mm.
from two or more classes into one class.
What is that?
Multiple inheritance.
Multiple inheritance. But multiple inheritance is not possible in Java, right?
Uh,
That is
Yes, sir.
something that is not possible in Java. Multiple inheritance is something um, that you can achieve in Java using interfaces, right? That is very important. Okay. What do you know about arrays in Java?
Arrays, which
Yes.
is a non-primitive data type, which is mainly
Mm-hmm.
used to store the multiple values of the
Mm-hmm.
same data type.
Mm-hmm.
In the arrays, we are not able to increase or decrease the size. Once the size is fixed while initiating,
Mm-hmm.
that we are not able to change. In
Okay.
array, we can only replace the existing element.
Mm.
We are not able to remove or add the elements in
Correct.
array. Yes, sir.
Okay. You were mentioning about data types, non-primitive data types. So, how many types of data types you have in Java?
Primitive and non-primitive.
Okay. What are primitive data types?
Primitive means int, byte, short, double,
Hmm.
float,
Right.
char, boolean. These
Okay.
are all the primitive data types.
Okay. Fine. Can you write a program in Java to generate a Fibonacci series?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So use the Java online compiler.
Okay.
Can you please use that?
Yes, sir. I will.
So in Java interviews, you'll get a lot of programs to write.
Okay.
Right?
Logic was correct, but I'm getting error.
Hmm. Fine, fine. No worries. Let me share my screen with the solution. See, Fibonacci series, right? So you'll take these
Yes.
variables n1, n2, n3, I, and count, right? You'll be
Okay.
printing from this n1, n2. Then you'll go for loop, right? Because 0 and 1 are already printed here, right? 0 and 1 are used here, and you are printing 0 and 1 here. So we'll start this for loop for I equal to 2 from 2, and then whatever count you need till that plus I, right? So then you'll be printing n3 equal to n1 plus n2, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
then system.out.print n1 equal to n2, n2 equal to n3. This is one of the example just using loop without having any recursion. You can use
Okay.
recursion as well in this,
Okay, sir.
right?
I
Okay.
written system dot output instead of out.
Yeah. No worries. No worries. Okay, what is constructor? What is constructor in Java?
Constructor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not aware of that.
Okay, constructor is having the same name as that of a class name, right? What is interface? Are you aware about interface in Java?
Interface.
Mm-hmm.
No, sir.
Okay, fine, fine. What do you mean by encapsulation?
Encapsulation means combining the data and the variables
Hmm.
into a single unit called
Right.
class, which is
Correct.
mainly to protect the data from the outside interference.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Fine. Fine. Okay, Tejaswini, I am done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
And no, sir. Andre,
Okay.